lovely subscriber Maria who sent me one of these cups. It was actually a set of 4. I posted it in my Instagram and they are so cute. They're called Sassy Mugs. It says, being pretty is my only crime. So take that, pretty police. I'm back with a first impression on the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus cream. CC Plus? I think it's just called CC Plus. I just like throwing my extra words in there. You guys know how I am with my... Someone said, you're long-winded. Yes, I'm very long-winded. So I normally do not jump on the bandwagon of CC creams, tinted moisturizers, BB creams. I'm not a fan. You guys know from all of my other videos that I'm either naked face with sunscreen or full-on full coverage foundation. It's just how I roll. I don't like that in-between stage. I'm either gonna go with a really naked face because I love my skin, or I'm gonna go all out with a full-on glam look. Seamless, perfect face, you know? So when I initially didn't have any interest in trying this, but my really good friend Laura from Mrs. Lola Lynn, we have like this thing where she'll tell me when I actually need a product in my life. Like she'll make a big old like presentation about it. I remember when she wanted me to try the Volume de Chanel mascara. She was like, listen, you said that you would trust me to watch Tater. You need to trust me. You need to get the Volume de Chanel mascara. So she basically made the same case for this. And she basically said it was a CC cream that has really, 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 really great coverage. Now, I do have kind of my preconceptions about this product, or my idea or my mind already made up about certain things. For example, this has physical SPF. So that means that usually when a product has a physical SPF, it'll usually give you that like white plate around your face or wherever you apply it. Have you guys ever been to like a splash pad or a water park and you see someone walking around with like that white rim of sunscreen? It kind of reminds me of that. That's what physical sunscreen does, unless you blend it out really, really well. Or sometimes it can even cause flashback with pictures. So the reason I was inclined to just go ahead and purchase this is because it has an SPF of 50, which is very hard to find in products that are bases or that cover your face. And then the other reason is that it has medium to full coverage according to Laura. I haven't tried it for myself, which is why it's a first impression, but I thought we would do it together. So I'm gonna bring you guys in closer, and we'll go ahead and try this out. I do think that because it does have sunscreen, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, I probably don't want to use my beauty blender because of the oils. It might, you know, make it funky. So I'm gonna try and use it with a buffing brush first. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's really interesting because it's a plastic tube, but it also has a pump attached, which is really cool. The color that you see here is the color of the product. I think there's 4 colors in the range. I am light, which is the second color. And I don't think it runs light or dark, but I don't think there's an extreme range. You know, there are probably going to be some people that need to mix or that are going to be stuck a little bit in the middle, especially if it's a medium to full coverage. Those are less forgiving. If it was a light coverage, you could probably, you know, fake the funk a little bit, but not with these. So this says that it's to help prevent sunburn, but it's also a CC cream, which means that it's color correcting. It states that it is full coverage and it has an anti-aging serum. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and try this out. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just going to use a Real Techniques buffing brush. You guys know I love my Real Techniques brushes and my e.l.f. brushes. I'm just going to pump 1 pump onto the top of the brush. And that's a pretty decent amount for 1 pump. It's not a lot, it's not a little. But that's pretty cool that it has the, that it has like a soft tube, but it's also a pump. I hardly ever see that. I don't think I've ever seen that. And then I'm gonna do just half of my face so that we can compare one side versus the other. It does say that it's full coverage, so it actually says it on the package. So let's see, fingers crossed. So I'm just going to start by kind of patting it on my face. Oh, it has a smell to it. That's weird. It smells like, well, here we go with my descriptions. I don't think I want to tell you what it smells like. It smells like pine sol and oranges, or like orange pine sol. You guys know? If you use, do you guys use pinol? Pinol is like the Mexican pine sol. It kind of smells like that, except obviously not as strong. But I personally like that smell. I'm not sure I want it on my face. But yeah, it smells like a little bit like oranges and pine. I don't know. Maybe my scent is off today. I did just start having my coffee. It hasn't fully awakened me yet. I don't know about full coverage. I don't know what this thing is talking about. Maybe buildable to full coverage. It's weird to see me using a brush, huh? I never use a brush. Okay, so there is one layer on the left side of my face, and then my right side is naked. I didn't apply a primer because this product contains dimethicone, which is a primer, so I thought it would be a little bit of overkill. So what do you guys think? How does it look? I have it here, I don't have it here. I did put it on my eye, and that's I think where you could tell the biggest difference. Look at my eyes. This one looks like I'm like a hooker panda that got dragged through the alley, and then look at this one. It looks all nice, seamless and perfect. Hooker police, I know you're coming to get me. So let me drag it down a little bit. I do have to say it does look kind of white, doesn't it? It looks a little white. I have a little color on my skin now because Tater loves to be outside during the day, but first impression, just off this initial application, I really like it. But I wouldn't say it's full coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. So that is my full face. Let's see. My initial first impressions are that the coverage is really impressive for a CC cream with so much sunscreen. I do have to say that these 4 colors, they have a really pink undertone. Usually with products that have such a small color range, the undertone tends to be a little bit neutral, so you can make it work. But I think that the undertone of this product is slightly pink, and I have yellow to neutral undertones. So if I don't take especially good care in blending it out or setting it with a powder that has a little bit of tint to it, I am going to get that like mask, you know, that when someone is wearing the wrong undertone and you could totally see the line of where their foundation starts and ends. The coverage is amazing. It basically makes your skin look better. It covers the stuff that it needs to cover, like redness or imperfections, but things like my freckles or my moles, they're still there. It's almost like a, how can I describe it? I don't know. It's a very interesting product. It does feel a little bit sticky, but it does feel like eventually it will set. Eventually it'll dry, but it is taking a little bit longer, which tells me that it's going to have a dewy finish, more of like a natural dewy finish, which is fine. Again, this is a product probably I would say for someone that spends a lot of time outdoors, maybe like a soccer mom, someone that is very active outside. If you're just running errands and you want to just even out your face and you want the anti-aging benefits and the sun protection, it's a really fabulous product. But because I'm going to continue filming, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my face and then I'll check in with you guys throughout the day. So I have been wearing the CC cream for about an hour now. That's how long it took me to finish the rest of my face and be a mom. And so far, I really, really like it. I basically set it with the Neutrogena's Shine Control Powder that I'm always talking about. It's really lightweight. It has virtually no color. I basically wanted to give the product a chance to just work on my skin so I could give you my raw first impression. It's really amazing. Like, I could see this turning into a product that I basically wear every single day. Instead of the whole naked face and sunscreen, which I normally do when I'm outside with my son, I mean, why not take it that extra level where you're getting a ton of sunscreen or a ton of sun protection, but it's also making your skin look flawless. It doesn't feel heavy, but it feels like you're wearing it. You guys know the feeling of wearing sunscreen, that like a film almost, not like a bad film, like a heavy texture, no, but it feels like you're wearing something on your face. That's what it feels like. At the beginning, it was a little hard to get used to because I felt like when you feel like you're wearing something, you feel like other people can see it. But I've gotten used to the feeling now, and it really doesn't bother me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go about my day, and I'll check in with you guys later in the day. I don't know, I'll try to check in twice, maybe once, maybe before bed. I honestly don't know, but this product doesn't state that it's going to be long wearing. In fact, it says that if you're going to be out in the sun, you have to reapply it every 2 hours. So I'm not doing a wear test like, oh, you know, is it going to hold up, because that's what it said. It's just going to be like, how long will it hold up before it starts breaking up on my face or looking like a hot mess. So I'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, I am back for my final check-in. This is what I look like at the end of the night. I am exhausted. My eyes are red. My jewelry has come off. It is around 6:30 or 7 right now. I'm wearing this product for, I would say, around maybe 8 hours. Typically I don't wear my makeup that long. I usually put it on and we go run errands or we do whatever we need to do, and as soon as I get home I wash my face or I take a shower. But I try to keep it on as long as possible just to see how it wears. Again, this is not a product that says it's going to wear a certain amount of time. In fact, if you read the box, it says to reapply at least every 2 hours because sun protection, or SPF, has a window, like a period where it works. After that certain amount of time, it's either sweat off your face or it no longer performs or protects the way it should. So if you're gonna be out and you wanna use it for like a golf tournament or swimming or the beach or whatever, you probably wanna reapply it every 2 hours. The cool thing about this product is, although it says it's full coverage, I don't feel like it's full coverage, but the coverage that it provides is so incredible. It basically just gives you a flawless finish. It makes you look like you have really good skin, but not like you have good skin because of a product that you're putting on. It makes it look like you have good skin because you just have good skin. So it gives you a really natural look. Let me get a closer look here. I don't have it like breaking up anywhere in my face. There's no areas where it's like visibly melted off or broken up. I do have to say maybe around this area, but that just probably has to do because of eating and using napkins and stuff. But you could see I'm still wearing blush and bronzer, and that's kind of a way to know if you're using a really good base product, like a really good powder or foundation. If you can still see your bronzer and your blush at the end of the day, you know you have a good product because it's holding on to that pigment of those two products. So all in all, I do have to say this is a fantastic product. It's probably going to be something that I use this entire summer because I'm going to feel so much more confident in knowing that I'm providing my skin a really, really high number of sun protection. My only complaint is that it is a little bit too pink for me. If you guys can see, I'm very, very light complected, but I am a yellow light complexion, which is kind of tricky. Usually If you have light complexion, you're usually a little bit more of a pink undertone or cooler undertone, but I'm kind of yellow. So these CC creams do have a little bit of a pink undertone to them, but it's not, I mean, it's not so significant that it's going to stop me from purchasing it. But I do have to say that I am exactly in the color light, which is the second color out of 4. But if I get any darker, it's going to be way too light, and I'm probably going to be in between shades, and I'm going to have to mix them. So that's another thing that you want to consider. If you guys are interested in the CC cream, they do sell it anywhere they sell It Cosmetics, which is a little tricky. You could probably find it at itcosmetics.com, on QVC, or I think it's QVC or HSN. I always get those mixed up, I'm sorry. Or of course your local Ulta. It Cosmetics is found at all Ultas now, so if you want to try it, swatch it, go to your local Ulta and they will definitely have it there. If you guys want additional information on this product, I'm going to list the name of the product, the price of the product, where you can find the product, or a link to the product in the description box below, along with this sexy cami. No, I'm just kidding. Along with all the other information regarding the makeup on my face and all of that stuff can always be found in the description box below. And as always, if you guys found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!